I mean, it doesn't stop. We don't give up. We're not going to quit. We want to get in the playoffs. That's obviously the goal. So just staying focused and staying together.
What if I told you that more fans doesn't always mean more love? The WNBA is blowing up, but there's a dark side to all this new attention. Chicago Sky players are speaking out about the crazy stuff they're dealing with from their own supporters. Let's break it down. Dana Evans and Isabelle Harrison just dropped a bombshell. They're saying that some of these new Sky fans are actually causing problems. Can you believe it? The team's getting more popular, but instead of cheers, they're getting jeers. It's like a twisted version of fame. Harrison even said it feels like a slap in the face. That's harsh, right? This isn't just about the Sky anymore. It's got everyone wondering what's next for the WNBA.
This league is so good if you soak in this loss and you soak in.
Back to what I was saying earlier, I feel like Mill's getting more comfortable with her size, honestly, and being able to play in this league. And she's always had that physicality, but to be able to pair it with her footwork and just being able to take her time.
Could this change everything? But wait, how did we get here? And what's Angel Reese got to do with it? You won't believe what's coming next. Hold up, the plot just thickened. While Angel Reese is blocking haters, Chicago Sky players are facing a different kind of defense from their own fans. How did the WNBA's dream of growth become a nightmare for some? The WNBA's popularity is skyrocketing, and social media is buzzing with excitement. More followers, more likes, more shares. It's like a basketball revolution. But here's the twist. Not all that attention is positive. In fact, some of it's downright nasty. Picture this. You're a WNBA player, living your dream on the court. The stands are fuller than ever. Your Instagram's blowing up and life seems pretty sweet. Then bam, you start seeing comments that make you want to throw your phone in the trash. That's what's happening to some of our favorite ballers right now. Dana Evans and Isabelle Harrison aren't just dealing with tough opponents on the court. They're facing a whole new challenge. Toxic fans. Can you believe it? The very people who should be cheering them on are the ones bringing them down.
We still have a fighting chance, so just staying together, blocking out the outside noise, and just being ready for the next game.
As a team, we just have to continue to remain positive and continue talking to each other on the bench and in the locker room. And yeah, we can't hang our heads right now because the season isn't over.
It's like inviting someone to your birthday party, and they show up just to pop all the balloons. Evans spoke out about all the outside noise they're dealing with. It's not just a little buzz, it's a full-on storm of negativity. And get this, it's actually messing with the team's focus. Imagine trying to nail that game-winning shot when your mind's filled with nasty comments from so-called supporters. Not cool, right? But here's where it gets really wild. Harrison said it feels like a slap in the face. Ouch. These players are out there giving it their all. And instead of high fives, they're getting hit with low blows. It's like the twilight zone of sports fandom. So what's the deal? Why are some fans turning into haters? It's like the WNBA's success is a double-edged sword. More eyes on the game means more opinions, and not all of them are sunshine and rainbows. Some folks are taking their armchair coaching way too far, crossing lines and forgetting there are real people behind those jerseys. But here's the thing, the players aren't taking this lying down. They're calling on fans to step up their game, in the stands and online. They want support, not shade. Cheers, not jeers. Is that too much to ask? This isn't just a Chicago Sky problem. It's spreading across the league faster than a fast break. Players are feeling the pressure from all sides, and it's changing the game in ways nobody expected. The WNBA wanted growth, but they didn't sign up for this kind of growing pain. So what's next for the league? How do you keep the fire of fandom burning without getting burned? It's a tightrope walk.
And Izzy, just for you, again, as another veteran presence on this team, like, what's the approach to making sure that that mentality that Dana just described?
I think it's just having that belief within ourselves too, though.
And everyone's watching to see if they can pull it off. Remember when rookies were supposed to keep their heads down and learn the ropes? Angel Reese didn't get that memo. Her dramatic ejection set the league on fire. But here's the real shocker. Some fans are actually celebrating it. What's going on with the WNBA's new generation of stars? Angel Reese burst onto the WNBA scene like a comet, trailing hype and expectations. The Chicago Sky snagged her as the number 7 overall pick, and everyone thought they'd struck gold. Reese was fresh off a killer college career at LSU.
We have so much more work to do, and this is a great group. I don't care what anybody says. This is a really good group, and we're gonna figure it out.
Pretty much the same thing that we're saying. We can't hang our heads. We can't give up. We still can get in the playoffs. So we gotta keep just remembering that, like, it's not over for us.
where she'd become a social media sensation. Fans were pumped, thinking she'd bring that same magic to the pros. But sometimes, reality hits harder than a crossover dribble. Reese found out the hard way that the WNBA isn't just a bigger court, it's a whole new ballgame. The pressure's intense, the scrutiny's non-stop, and one wrong move can blow up in your face. And boy, did it blow up. Picture this. Reese is in the middle of a heated game against the New York Liberty. The clock's ticking down in the fourth quarter. Tensions are sky high, and then bam! She gets hit with not one, but 2 technical fouls faster than you can say rookie mistake. So what happened? Turns out, Reese said something to the ref that didn't sit well. Strike 1. Then, as she's walking away, she waves her hand dismissively. Strike 2, and she's out. The refs saw it as disrespect, and just like that, Reese was watching the rest of the game from the locker room. This isn't just about one player losing her cool, it's a wake-up call for the whole league. Marina Mabre, Reese's teammate, put it straight. Young players need to learn how to keep their cool and talk to the refs. It's not just about talent anymore. It's about managing those emotions when the heat is on. But here's where things get really wild. Some fans, they're not just okay with Reese's ejection, they're cheering it on. Can you believe it? There's actually talk out there suggesting the Sky would be better off without certain players, Reese included.
I don't know what else to really say about that.
Thank you.
Take care of the ball. We got to be better. I got to be better. Just unacceptable. We just been saying the same thing. We just watch film, get in the gym, and be better.
Talk about a toxic turnaround. It's like these fans forgot they're supposed to be, fans. Instead of supporting their team through thick and thin, they're turning on their own players faster than a fast break. And it's not just Reese feeling the heat. This negativity is spreading through the league like wildfire. Think about it. You're a rookie, living your dream in the WNBA. You're trying to prove yourself, adjust to the pro game, and handle the pressure of thousands of eyes on you every night. Now add in fans who are ready to write you off after one bad game or one mistake. That's enough to shake even the steadiest player's confidence. This whole situation is shining a spotlight on the challenges young players face in the WNBA. It's not just about making baskets and grabbing rebounds anymore. These rookies are navigating a minefield of expectations, social media scrutiny, and fan reactions that can turn on a dime. So what's the game plan for players like Reese? They've got to find a way to tune out the noise, keep their cool on the court, and remember why they fell in love with basketball in the first place. It's a tall order, especially when you're trying to prove yourself in the biggest league in the world. While rookies like Reese are learning to keep their cool on the court, a different battle is raging off it. The WNBA's social media game is stronger than ever, but is it a winning strategy or a dangerous distraction? Let's dive into the digital drama that's got players hitting block faster than they can sink a three-pointer. The WNBA's social media explosion has been nothing short of spectacular. We're talking viewership numbers through the roof, with some games pulling in 4 to 6 times more eyeballs than before. It's like the league suddenly got a turbo boost, and everyone's along for the ride. But here's the thing, all that attention isn't just bringing in cheers and high fives. It's like opening Pandora's box of basketball drama.
She's a huge advantage for us. So I think that's also given her the confidence that she's having. Work and just being able to take her time. I think she just has so much more trust in herself and using both hands equally. And she's doing really well, and she's starting to finish more around the basket. I think it's just having that belief within ourselves too, though, because we can say it, but you truly have to grasp that and obtain that for yourself. And as a team, we just have to continue to remain positive and continue talking to each other.
Players are finding themselves in the spotlight 24/7, and not all of it's flattering. Imagine trying to focus on your jump shot when your phone's blowing up with DMs from angry fans. Talk about pressure. The Chicago Sky players are feeling the heat more than most. They're dealing with a whole new breed of fan. The kind that thinks a follow button gives them the right to play coach, critic, and sometimes even cyberbully. It's turning what should be a dream job into a bit of a nightmare. Isabelle Harrison dropped a truth bomb that's got everyone talking. She said she's never experienced this kind of hate and harassment before. Can you believe it? These players are out there giving it their all, and instead of support, they're getting slammed with negativity. It's enough to make anyone want to throw their phone in the trash. But here's where it gets really wild. This social media storm isn't just messing with players' heads, it's actually affecting their game. Dana Evans spilled the tea about all the outside noise they're dealing with. It's not just a little buzz, it's a full-on roar that's making it hard to focus on the court. Imagine trying to nail that game-winning shot when your mind's filled with nasty comments from so-called fans. Not exactly a recipe for success, right? The players are speaking out, and their message is clear. They want fans to step up their game. They're calling for support that's actually, supportive. Novel concept, right? These athletes are putting their hearts and souls into every game, and they're asking fans to remember there are real people behind those jerseys and social media accounts. But here's the million-dollar question. How do you balance the good and the bad of social media in professional sports? On one hand, it's bringing more attention to the WNBA than ever before. More fans, more engagement, more opportunities for the league to grow. That's all great stuff. But on the other hand, it's creating this pressure cooker environment that's taking a toll on players' mental health and performance. So what's the game plan? Some players are taking matters into their own hands, hitting that block button faster than a quick steal. Others are trying to rise above it all, focusing on the positive messages and tuning out the haters. But is that enough? Or does the league need to step in with some serious social media strategy? Just when you thought the sky was falling, they pull out an ace from their sleeve. Picture this, a roaring lioness taking center court. But here's the kicker, she's not just there to hype up the crowd. The Chicago Sky is unleashing a secret weapon that could change everything. Meet Sky the Lioness, the team's new mascot. But don't let the cute face fool you. This big cat is more than just a sideline attraction. She's a symbol of strength, power, and everything the Sky stands for. It's like they're telling the world, we're not backing down, we're here to roar. But why a lioness? Think about it. Lionesses are fierce, protective, and work together as a team. Sound familiar? That's exactly what the Sky is all about. They're sending a message to fans and players alike. We're strong, we're united, and we're not letting anything bring us down. And get this, Sky isn't just showing up at games. She's becoming the face of a whole new era for the Sky. We're talking community events, charity work, you name it. It's like they're rebuilding their connection with fans from the ground up, one paw print at a time. But hold on, the Sky's not stopping there. They're taking things to a whole new level with plans for a state-of-the-art practice facility. Can you imagine? It's not just about having a fancy place to shoot hoops. This is about creating a space where players can focus, grow, and block out all that negative noise we've been talking about. The new facility is going to have everything. We're talking top-notch training equipment, recovery rooms, even spaces for community outreach programs. It's like they're building a fortress of positivity, a place where players can escape the pressure and just focus on being the best they can be. And you know what's really cool? They're thinking about the fans too. There's talk of viewing areas where die-hard supporters can watch practices and feel closer to the team. It's like they're saying, hey, we want you here, but let's do this the right way. This isn't just about basketball anymore. The Sky is trying to change the whole game. They're creating an environment where players feel supported, fans feel connected, and everyone remembers why they fell in love with the sport in the first place. Think about it. If players have a place where they feel safe and valued, they're going to play better. If fans have more positive ways to connect with the team, maybe they'll think twice before posting that nasty comment online. It's like the Sky is trying to hit the reset button on the whole fan-player relationship. But here's the million-dollar question. Will it work? Can a mascot and a new building really turn things around? It's not going to be easy. Changing people's attitudes takes time. But you've got to give the Sky credit for trying. They're not just talking about the problem. They're doing something about it. And maybe that's the real game changer here. The Sky is showing everyone in the league that it's possible to take control of your narrative. They're not waiting for things to get better. They're making them better. It's like they're writing a whole new playbook for how to handle fan pressure in the age of social media. All right, let's wrap this up. The WNBA is getting bigger, but so are the problems. Players are dealing with toxic fans, and it's messing with their game. But here's the thing. The Chicago Sky isn't taking this lying down. They're bringing in a new mascot and building a fancy practice facility to turn things around. But you know what? It's not just on the teams to fix this. We've got a part to play too. These players are out there giving it their all, and they need our support, not our hate. It's time to step up our fan game. So here's the deal. Next time you're watching a game or scrolling through social media, think before you post. Remember, there's a real person behind that jersey. The future of the WNBA, it's in our hands. Let's make it a good one.